he'll really understand how to play. But yeah, like learning that he had like a pretty good Sora.
And a
yes,
Joker.
Yeah, and the Joker. Yeah, like both
Like-
characters that like require a lot of demanding
Yeah.
timings and inputs. You know.
No, nothing against his Sora, but I definitely thought his Joker was definitely like at a tournament level.
Oh yes,
his
definitely.
Joker was
yeah.
really good. I
Yeah.
thought it was like one of the better Jokers that I've ever seen. He plays it so well. I mean, it's about the same type of like play style that you want to play as play with Sonic.
Sonic,
where it's
yeah.
kind of like bait and punish.
Right. But you know, Joker's definitely one of those characters that can like really capitalize off that play style. You know, like
Yes.
with this very ambiguous movement, really small hurtbox, hurtbox shifting on Nair.
Yeah.
And then like obviously Arsene gives him the punish game of,
he needs,
of
yes.
like a really good character. So
But we'll see. He's probably just gonna play.
yeah,
Sonic
I imagine
here.
the Sonic.
I mean,
You know, the
I
Sonic
doubt-
is tried and true.
Yeah, you don't really need a second character. when you got Sonic. so
Exactly. Yeah, arguably top one. You know, so.
definitely one of the best characters up there.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, we're gonna get God
Yeah.
versus God right now. So.
Yeah, top tier versus top tier
Yes,
right now.
yes.
S plus versus S plus. you know?
Right. Yeah. So this is definitely gonna be a.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
This is definitely not a matchup that Wrath is familiar with. He's played definitely a few Steves all around, and he's got the he's seen Hugh play,
Yeah.
and I believe they did play a little bit yesterday, so nothing too foreign, right, for either of these players.
Yeah, and I know a lot of the Steves think this is a little bit of a tougher matchup. I think even Sonic thinks this is even, or even winning for Sonic.
I definitely think the mobility is an issue for
Yeah.
Steve, and he needs to be really aware of when Sonic is gonna do the options, like right there. That's
Yeah.
really good. I really like the way he's playing this right now.
Yeah, having the TNT like to guard the wall too, because that blocks what most people want to do is break the bottom block, right? So they can run through it.
Yeah.
But having the TNT
Oh.
with the pressure plate there is gonna make it really difficult and force you to jump over it.
Yeah,
but-
that up air actually clanks with Anvil. That was really weird. Like out of all the moves that I would think that can like clank with it, I would not think that it'd be up air.
Yeah, I know. There's definitely a lot of aerials that like if you were able to time it kind of correctly, you can definitely get a clank and possibly even hit Steve while he's doing down air.
Yeah.
But it is hard to say that it's worth it a lot of the time when a move that strong is coming down at you.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Hugh gonna find that first stock,
Yeah.
only taking 40%.
He's playing this matchup really well right
Yes.
now. He's playing really he's playing really well around this wall that he's making. He's really calling out Wrath whenever he wants to jump over, and he's taking the time to get the materials, making sure that he's not low. And I mean, FD, really good stage for both of these characters.
Yeah, FD being able to mine with the shovel is really helpful. He is losing a lot of materials really quickly, trying to
Yeah.
maneuver around Sonic. But especially when you're building iron walls, it can be kind of hard because it's going to take multiple tilts to break through it.
I actually think it's not that good of a stage for Steve against Sonic, because I mean, you're gonna always be picking up dirt, right? And it's kind of not what you want, because the one F tilt will do it for him. He unintentionally made a funny little piece of art.
Yeah, good craftsmanship. But yeah,
Hey, Wrath is finally making his back a little bit.
yeah, looks like these definitely higher tier walls are doing a lot for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially like the wood and stone are,
I
are like
think-
what's really
it's-
blocking Wrath.
I think personally, stages where you're mining wood predominantly are really strong, because really good walls, really quick setups from them. But also those stages that are like mainly iron and stone, right? Those are really strong like blocks that you have to break through. And for a lot of characters, if you don't have a quick way to deal with them, it can be like the definition of the matchup.
Yeah, it can be really difficult to do it, especially because like the Steve can always bait like, oh, I'm mining, but I know they know that you want to break the block, so I'm just gonna hit you for trying to break my blocks, right?
Yeah.
And especially if it's gonna take multiple hits for you to break the blocks, it just opens up that mix up even more. You have to really consider. Wow, finding that Nair to F smash though.
huge find right there. Gets the dime back up though. He has another one in the reserves.
Yeah, really quick way for Wrath to even this game back up. Gonna find that down air though.
Down air. You cannot disrespect that. You cannot disrespect the option.
Yeah, it's like again that position that Steve is put in where he's like kind of slightly diagonally above you. That's usually weak for a lot of characters because they don't really have anything to beat someone like aggressing from below. But you know, Steve having Anvil, it's a lot of the times it's just not worth it.
Like the mix up that he has in the air is a little. It's a little much.
Yeah,
he can either put down a block, reset his jumps, minecart out of there, Anvil down to put, kind of contest landing.
Yeah, it definitely skews the risk reward in that situation, even though, you know, you would think it's traditionally a bad position to be in, being like above somebody like that. But, you know, Steve just has so many tools that it makes it really, really difficult to contest in that spot.
I mean,
but gonna find the spin dash fair. Yeah, ultra dead.
Really good pickup and kind of a little bit of a comeback there for Wrath.
Definitely.
He was definitely down for most of that game, and he was finally able to get a few engages in, and he was able to take his advantage to a stock.
Yeah.
And especially that second to last stock right there. He was able to finally get something rolling. Finally got a little bit ahead, and definitely was able to start controlling the pace of the game. And he kind of got to Hugh a little bit there. It felt like Hugh was trying to force going in a little bit more.
Yeah.
When he was playing so passive before.
Yeah, I think Wrath really made like the good adaptation of like not aggressing as much, because it seemed like he was trying to kind of force the situation in the first stock a lot of the time, and Hugh was kind of just like, oh, I'm on top of this, I'm gonna punish you for it. But then he kind of slowed down. He started to play really patient on that second stock, and was able to, you know, get that first stock and managed to get the lead back on that second stock.
Yes.
And you know, Sonic with the lead, you know, you got the game plan from there. It just becomes really difficult for Steve to deal with at that point. Going into game 2 though, let's see how Hugh can make any adaptations.
I saw the Hollow Bastion, yeah. So this is predominantly iron / cobblestone.
Yeah, stone stage, right?
A lot of iron for him, so there's gonna be a lot more anvils, a lot more mine carts coming out for him. But we'll see how he takes this out. Oh, a little bit of a misstep.
Yeah.
He did a 4-high wall. Not really something that you want to spend resources on.
Yeah, it just takes too long to build, and you're not covering any more extra really space with
not
it.
at all.
And Wrath is able to get that quick 34% punish on it. Yeah, here, look, really, even like with this percentage lead, he's deciding not to commit to it.
Yeah.
Not to commit to anything.
Neither is Wrath. The Wrath is just kind of like playing out, just waiting to see if he's gonna do anything. And he's kind of catching him. Good with punish.
Yeah, he's really just positioning himself really well. You know, he's staying at that mid range at all times. He does not want to be in an unreactable range for minecart at any point. Yeah, he's like always in position to try to punish it here, and Hugh is having a really hard time like finding this landing.
Yeah, can we talk about that? How he kind of got on the anvil Wrath, and he did a jab after like what would normally be really laggy.
You're right.
And then he got canceled by the anvil to kind of get like a true punish.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, like, things like that are, like, learning the matchup, because, you know, characters can get things off of, you know, Steve's blocks disappearing, stuff like that. Obviously, Steve is going to be more attuned to doing that kind of stuff because they're used to playing with the blocks a lot more.
Yeah, but I mean, they're also not really used to others doing it because they're so used to, like, you know, I can do this because my character's strong.
Right.
And instead of thinking, oh, somebody else can use it, it's like, oh, it's only my thing to use, right?
Yeah.
But when somebody else starts to do it, they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I have to learn the counterplay then at that point, right?
Yeah, especially with like a lot of like multi-hit moves that like that try to connect into another part of the move. They tend to have a lot more hit stun on the first hits. So like, you know, you can cancel the first hit of like a move, the second hit of a multi-hit move, and then get like a true better punish maybe off of it sometimes, depending on the character. But you know, Wrath really just keeping it pretty simple here. Yeah. Not doing anything that he really does. I really like that dash attack.
Yeah. Not enough space for Hugh to really do too much.
Yeah. because he knew the dash attack was going to break the blocks and then continue through and still hit him. Yeah, Hugh really needs to really find a way to start setting the tempo again.
Yeah, he needs to take the stock quickly before anything else. It's already at 4 minutes, and Wrath is still on his first stock.
Yeah, and Wrath is totally content, just staying back and not doing too much. Gonna try to send this minecart in, run in with it. Not gonna get too much off of it. Running low on mats. He has to be really careful here. He's gonna find that stock though, finally.
And that is the one downside to it being like predominantly cobble and iron, is that you're not gonna be able to mine as fast.
Right, because it just takes that much longer to mine. So yeah, mining all the stone and iron, which are like slower materials to mine back up, it's definitely going to be kind of hard to keep building walls over and over again, right?
Yeah.
When you're so low on materials, especially when you need iron to contest, to use minecart, to use down air, to use down throw.
Yeah, but I mean that's also the upside, right? You do get a lot of that tough material in order for walls.
Yeah.
So the walls are technically more sturdier. You don't really need as many of them, but I mean, he's getting exhausted a lot for his materials right now, and maybe kind of throwing them a little too much, you know?
Yeah, might need to be a little bit more reserved. A little bit antsy on that grab there. A little too committal there from the ledge.
Yeah, I think that Wrath is playing this ledge really, really well. So what we saw a lot on what we see a lot on a lot of his play style. He plays the ledge so well.
Yeah. It was crazy there because Hugh decided to drop off ledge with a minecart, but Sonic is just so fast. He was able to react to it, dash back faster than the minecart, and still punish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, things like that will kind of make the matchup a little bit tougher for Steve. But now that he has gold, he might be able to kind of contest, especially a little bit with the faster frame data. Let's see how he can use gold in this situation. Getting a diamond now, especially since he'll be able to mine faster.
It's a diamond,
yeah, gonna get that diamond.
But I mean, Wrath is pretty content on waiting here. He has the lead, just 2 minutes on the clock. It's nothing he has to do too much. He can just play for time here.
Yeah, manages to get another diamond there. Has some gold in the reserve, definitely something gonna keep. Oh wow, gonna manage to fair him in the startup of that minecart.
Ooh,
Gonna get that nair back air.
Really ballsy right there. Really risky for going for that nair, but he knew that he was kind of just playing scared in his shield. So he's going to take advantage of that. He's going to make sure that he keeps the pressure up.
Yeah, Hugh's going to have to start to feel a little more pressured here. There are only 1 minute and 30 left on the clock. He's going to have to start to make some plays if he really wants to see any hope at possibly winning this game.
Yeah.
But you know how Sonic is, you know the vibes.
Yeah, he's not gonna really give him the chance. The low mobility is definitely gonna be a detriment to him.
Yeah, there's gonna be a fair, not quite gonna kill, but it's gonna be a tough spot. Gonna catch the landing with the dash.
He's making this lead really, really big.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot for him to work, but there we go.
Really good catch with that down air there.
Finally gonna be able to take a stock.
Managing to refresh that diamond. There is 1 minute left.
Yeah, it's got a lot to do, but I mean, he has diamond on lock right now. He needs to find something.
Yeah, Hugh really needs to start making. He's mining, but there's how much more can you really do when you have this little material left?
Yeah, you can see a little bit. He's getting a little anxious with the time. He knows it's really, really close to just being a timeout.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Really getting greedy with the up smash there.
He's just trying to take some really risky moves in order to try and get something. But
yeah, getting that little bit of damage, but there's still 100% deficit here that you're gonna have to make up. Some Hail Mary is gonna have to happen in these 15 seconds.
Yeah, he has to do something spectacular right now, and I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I just don't think so. There's too much time. There's too much percentage.
Yep. Very good craftsmanship from Hugh there. Yeah, and we're just gonna be going on to the next game.
Yeah. How much?
There we go. Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be up 2-0 for Wrath.
Yeah.
Going on to this next game. Let's see. Maybe a different stage choice.
Maybe.
Because I think definitely the low mats was a big issue in that match.
But he's gonna go right back.
Okay, maybe not. Yeah,
I would feel like maybe like a wood stage would be way better for him, just because it's like it's kind of that good mid ground of amount of materials that you can mine, while also having like a decently strong wall to build on.
Right. Yeah, Wrath just like playing this really well. Like
He's playing it really slow. He's playing it really well, and he's making sure that his punishes are really strong, and he's making sure that he's not letting go of any punishes either.
exactly, yeah. If there's something that Wrath is doing, definitely, it's like making sure that he's taking his punishes as far as he can. And especially on ledge, like already 77%.
Yeah.
Got out the corner, but still managed to find that homing attack, which is just adding up this damage. Yeah. The TNT
is really strong.
Just gonna run into
He's
it.
just gonna run into it.
Yeah.
I think this is this is what he needs to do.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think the material that it takes to spend for the TNT is definitely less than what he's mining when he does that, right?
Yeah, it becomes a lot more worth it. Being able to force Sonic to like not deal with the blocks, because even like when you have like the weaker blocks in like behind it, the TNT is just like such a good deterrence from it.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
It kind of just controls that like bit of space.
and yeah, and obviously like if you're gonna choose to opt for an aerial approach against the Steve with the wall there, then it becomes a lot more telegraphed, and you know Steve has plenty of tools to deal with that with up smash, back air, and down air. Oh my god.
A lot of percent right there.
Yeah, the down air into the down smash. Oh, and gonna block him with the
Yeah.
block there.
No air dodge for you coming back on stage. Oh, he
Yeah.
actually almost got the extension
Yeah,
off the block. That
try-
was actually almost so good.
We're
coming
trying to
from
find
Wrath,
it. Gonna get the frame trap with the fair.
but not gonna be able to get it really. No back air there. Hugh is still holding on to his stock right here.
Yeah. Hugh,
Okay, no
Hugh really
follow-up
trying
from
to.
that.
I think Hugh really needs to try to like just like slow this down. Oh, gonna get that nair.
Good
No
reaction.
percent.
Yeah.
And we're basically even here. Low mats on Steve.
Ooh. He had to use an iron for that crafting table, by the way.
Yeah, really unfortunate.
Yeah, not enough
material.
materials. Like, I think that's what Hugh had to do. He just kind of had to slow it down and just start mining again because, I mean, he needs another diamond for this stock.
Yeah, I think and especially trying to get mats for another TNT setup maybe just so you have time to get like some more stone. Just because like the rate that you're getting stone and iron on this stage, it
Yeah.
just makes it like so slow in comparison to like getting other materials.
Ooh, good follow up right there.
Yeah, fair up air. Wow, just gonna jump over it. Gonna find that
Oh,
nair.
He is kind of Wrath is kind of just playing around him right now.
Yeah,
really
he's finding the good time, the right time to run in at him.
Yeah, not right there. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
still a little not thinking enough about minecart right now.
Yeah, gonna get that F smash. But
That's
the
gonna be
block's
a lot
save
of
him.
time for. It's gonna be a lot of time for mining though. So, a lot of materials basically full on the iron right now.
Yeah, lots of iron for Hugh to play with here. But it is draining really fast with all those moves.
I felt like he was getting a little anxious. Like he felt a little desperate there. Hugh. He was just trying to get something out, back air, forward air, trying to close out a stock, but it's gonna be eventually a detriment for him.
Yeah, I think like he definitely had the materials to like kind of play around a little bit more with his iron, but when you're using the iron back to back to back like that so quickly, it's like it feels like there's honestly like no point in even like saving up that much iron in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you have to be really resourceful, especially in a matchup like this where like Sonic can move around like your options so quickly. Okay.
Oh,
That really
no.
unfortunate homing attack
yeah,
there.
he did it right under the platform, and he just kind of got caught in it.
Yeah, there's just so much lag on it. Gonna get punished for trying to F smash him back with that dash attack. Even in stocks now.
Even stocks, but Wrath still has a lead, so he can still play with it.
Yeah.
Whether it be like just a little bit, but I mean 75, that's not a lot of percent if you're Steve, honestly. You can kind of make that percentage back really easily.
Yeah, Rat's still got to be very cautious here. One up tilt, and that's gonna be like almost 60%.
Yeah.
And-
Good recovery here.
Okay. Okay, getting wow,
No
finding just the F smash there.
Yeah, okay.
There's a
Good
fair.
catch right there. Another fair coming in, come out, but not gonna hit.
Oh,
Gonna
okay.
find its mark. But there we go. The back air's gonna be able to close that out, and a clean 3-0
Yeah.
coming to Wrath.
Yeah, just so you know, he's always trying to position himself in a way that he could punish Minecart, not really get hit by Downer, even though he was getting clipped by Downer a few times throughout the set.
I think his reliability on being able to find where he can punish Hugh was definitely way more prevalent
Right.
than Hugh being able to get these random stray hits. Not really like throwing them out to call Wrath out, but more so to like kind of cover himself.
Yeah.
So it never really felt like he was gonna get kills off of it, but he definitely was gonna be able to get a little bit less than Wrath.
Yeah,
right?
because I don't think Wrath got hit by up tilt that entire set.
No, not much.
Yeah.
He probably got hit like maybe a
Yeah.
couple times by it.
But like he
Got,
didn't
a
really
small
get
combo, but
he didn't really get like he didn't get like up tilt to that 0 to like 60 or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, Wrath honestly just playing that really solidly, really cleanly. He had a game plan and he stuck to it, and it really showed.
and Hugh had a good game plan too. He was
Yeah.
playing really well, but I think overall it just got a little bit